you can also pop a message on the forums to try and get them to change it as soon as possible. But either way, this is going to be going live with Ninjas in Pyjamas versus Toxic. Obviously, Ninjas in Pyjamas are easily the ones considered to win, but Mouz do have a new player, and maybe Nuki can bring them an unexpected victory. I do doubt it, but it would be awesome. If we have a look where the terrorists are going, we're doing the generic two making sure nobody pushes crazily down B, and 3 in apartments middle. Just a very basic attack. And we see Forest is going to be the ones in apartments, and I think there's already one who's managed to creep into apartments. As Carrigan is going to be joining his fellow Germans on B, and it's like they're going to be pushing down, and Zoinks is going to get the first headshot, taking down Freiberg, making it a 5 versus 4 situation. But the CTs are adapting quickly, with Fifth Flaren joining Get Right on the B bomb side. In the meantime, the rest of the NiP aren't being tricked into rotating too hard, as they're just waiting here on the A bomb site, waiting for things to happen. As the server does seem a little bit better now, but sadly there's nothing I can do if it does start lagging again. It probably doesn't help that there are 208 people watching it on the GOTV. As Trouble is going to get taken down by Exist, it's now going to be into a 4 versus 4, and it looks like they're going for this B bomb site. As the grenade is going to come out, doing a lot of damage to Nuki, and he's got the P2000, he takes down 1, finishing off Nuki with that. And Fifth Flower's there shooting through the smoke, and now NiP are in full rotation, making it a 3 versus 4 situation, and this is very bad for Mousesports, so they may get this bomb plant down. We see a Prox does get taken down by Get Right, and there's only 9 seconds left, and he's not even going to need that 9 seconds. The Exit is going to get the last 2 frags, picking himself a nice 3-piece at the first round of this match, and this now makes it 1-0 in favour of Ninjas in Pyjamas, which is, to be frank, as expected. Don't get me wrong, Mousesports are a good team. Well, yeah, they're a good team. They may be outclassed by a lot of the other teams in the ESEA invite, but the ESEA invite and the EU scene is very competitive. On the other hand, however, NiP is the best team in the world. As Exist is going to get the first frag, as they were trying to do a little bit of damage there on the middle. And it's going to be to Freiberg as a Prox is pushing up B. And he's going to get his perfect headshot as well. And this is now a 3 versus 5 situation, with Exist getting 1, getting his second, and Carrigan is finally going to bring one back. Carrigan, the old, and going to be cut off there as Frost gets another one. Taking down the Carrigan I was talking about, who I think we used to be on Fnatic. No. But either way, this is now going to be a 1 versus 4 situation, and Exist is going to take him down. And this is now 2-0 with NiP showing the dominance that we all expected from them. And in reality, who didn't expect this from them? As we now are still on 20 viewers. Sad panda. But either way, hopefully we get a few more, as the lagging on the server seems to have finished. And we're going to be on the 3rd eco round coming out from Mousesports. And the round after this is going to be desperately important if Mousesports are going to have to do anything in this round, in this match. So we see Mouz is slowly creeping up through apartments, and we have Flaren with that P250 in hand. On the other hand, they're not even going on B at all. They're going to go for a very fast A middle push, as Carrigan's going to get the first one, and Aprox is going for the second, and he will get the headshot, taking Exist out completely by surprise, making it a 5 versus 3 situation. And NiP are rotating over to the A bomb site, but Mouz takes down Fifth Flaren. It's now all going to be down to Get Right in Freiberg. Freiberg has that SMG and takes down 1, making it a 3 versus 2, but everyone now has weapons. But NiP does have the health advantage, and the grenade advantage, and the armor advantage, and probably the skill advantage. But either way, with it going to be seen ringing, it's going to be up to Freiberg, who managed to get 1 kill. He's going for a second, and he will manage to hit it. It's going to be all down to a Prox. And can a Prox do this 1 versus 2 clutch against NiP of all teams? Surely you heard that defuse. He's assuming it's fake, but it wasn't. They just went for it, as they knew that Get Right was there to defend. And that wasn't a bad eco round coming out from Mousesports. As in, sure, they could have got the win there. They were in a 5 versus 3 situation at one point, but at the same time, taking it down to a 2 versus 3 situation, and bringing it to and getting a bomb plant down is rather good from an eco round, especially against a team like NiP. And so this is going to be the first gun round of the half, and this is going to be critical if Mousesports are going to want to have to do anything in this match, as the server starts falling apart again. But either way, we see the spam coming out from both sides, as it looks like they're going a little bit apartments heavy, forcing Forest back. Meanwhile, Prox gets one, but Get Right cleans up. And this is now a 4 versus 4 with anyone's round in their grasp. So, nothing much is happening, as it looks like Mouse is mostly committed to this A push, as Get Right's in a position that will be able to shut down that B push rather quickly, unless they manage to take him down. But at the same time, NiP are in a perfect position to stop this B push, A push. As it looks like Forest may be the first one meeting up with Carrigan on the balcony. And so we are going to wait. As the smokes are going out, and they're rather good smokes. They allow Mousesports to just wander off into the... As if Fallon gets one. He's going for a second, but he can't manage to hit it. But Forest is there. And Forest is a... But he gets blinded. But he's in a safe position, and Troubley is blinded as well. And Zonix takes down Forest. And Troubley takes down Exis. It's now a 2 versus 3 situation again with Fifth Laren and Get Right. Of course, we have Fifth Laren, who has that orb. He's been recently trying to get better with that orb, and we have seen some good results from him. He's done some very crucial 4 pieces and frags here, but Troubley is going to be in the perfect position to take him down. That's a little bit messy, and they are going to win the round. And this is now going to be 3-1 with Mousesports, bringing it back a little bit. As Mouse are trying to do a pause. But either way, it doesn't matter, as they managed to get the round. And as we just had our first pistol... As we've just had our first gun round, let's have a look at how the frags are going in the current monetary situation. The frags right now are surprisingly equal. The only one who's really not been performing on both teams we have is Nuki, who's on 0 and 4 at the moment. And really should be aiming to do a little bit better. Obviously Nuki is the new player to the Mousesports side, having originally been on the MTW side. Sadly, I can't make it a close game. I do not have that power. It would be awesome if it is, though. As I would love to see another team get into the echelons of where they can challenge NiP. On the other hand, just getting one round isn't enough. They need to get a few more, and although this is a CT-sided map, it's not that CT-sided. As in, if Mousesports can get 5 or more, they're in a good position, as Frybirds can get taken down by a Prox, but Get Right is there, getting one. But he can't manage to get the second. And this is now a 3 versus 4 situation. Although our Prox is on only approximately 11 HP. Now let's see if they can make it happen, as the auto director likes that dead dude. But it isn't going to matter, as NiP is rotating over to the B bomb site with the flashes from Mousesports coming out. And the bomb is ticking down. Mousesports have the man advantage, but Prox is only on 11 HP, so this is still anyone's game, with Zonix taking down Exis and then taking down Fifth Laren. And it's now going to be a 1 versus 3 situation, and Troubley is going to equal things out. And that is now going to be 3. In fact, this may be 3-3 with Mousesports. Yes, because NiP are going to be forced to eco, which means Mousesports are not only going to have a huge monetary bonus at the moment, as Nuki is still on 0 and 5, and he really needs to be doing a little bit better. Not only that, but they may be on... They may actually have the advantage after this round. Holy shit. And I will say that currently this is holding out to be a closer game than I ever thought it would be. As, to be honest, I didn't even think Mousesports were on the same level as NiP. Unlike, you know, teams like ESEA and Very Games, who they can compete with NiP. They may not win, but they can compete. Yet for all 11 of you in chat, including Gerbs, who just joined, you are watching NiP versus Mousesports on the ESEA Invitational. And so far, Mousesports are bringing it back to a 3 versus 2. 3-2 on this 5 versus 5 situation. We have Freiburg with the P2000 in hand, and he's going to be going up against a Prox anytime soon. Or approximately sometime in the future. And it looks like a Prox is going to win that. Yes, he is. As Freiburg didn't really have a chance with that pistol. And so we see Get Right and Forest are rotating over, and they're the two you really have to be worried about. As the flashes come out, a Prox takes down Get Right, but Forest gets one of his own. but he had to reload, and that was a deadly reload as Aprox gets his third kill. And can Aprox really get an ace here against NiP? He's going for his fourth. Yes, he can. Is he going to get the ace? Is he going to get the ace? We have Exist here with the pistol, and he needs to make the 1 versus 5 happen, and he does take down Aprox before getting taken down by Nuki, who gets his first frag of the round. And that was a rather nice 4-piece coming out from Aprox. And so, that is now going to be 3-3, and I'd say that's a 3-3 in favour of Mouz, as if we have a look right now, Mouz not only on the harder side, but their monetary advantage is starting to build up. We have Trouble here on the 10k health, 10k money. On the other hand, NiP is broke, and if they lose again, they are going to be forced to eco. And with the new CT pistols, it's just not that easy to eco anymore. Especially with the nerf to the P250 and the P2000 still being rather crap. So we're going to see what's going to happen, as it does look like that NiP are playing rather aggressively up that middle. And Karrigan may get a few kills here, as Mouz are also in apartments, and this is going to be weird. And this is all going to be down to aim mostly, and whether Karrigan's going to get caught out here by Exist. Yes, he is. As he's going to take down one, he's going for a second. But the CT players are being attacked from both sides. Can they manage to make this happen? It's now with 3 versus 4. And this is weird, as everyone's out of position. But NiP is going to be the one who gets the better of it, with Aprox getting the only 2 kills in his half, making it 4-3 in favour of NiP, with NiP now taking the lead again. Of course, if Mouz can keep trading like that, then that'd be rather good for them, as again this is a CT-sided map. On the other hand, that was weird, as we saw NiP go from their default positions to a rather interesting push through mid, but several of the Mouz players stayed in T-spawn, which created weirdness, with everyone kind of was flanking everyone at the same time. Sadly, NiP was the one with the better aim, and managed to get ahead on that round, making it a 4-3 situation, with Forrest picking down one before getting taken down by Karrigan. And it's now a 4 versus 4 situation, where it looks like they're not really decided on where they want to go yet. They're trying to pick apart NiP's defense and find that area which is a little bit weak. Obviously against a team like NiP that is going to be so difficult, as they are now joining up on 3, so it's going to be up to Freiburg, the second to last, the second source player, the one that's generally considered to be rather good on the NiP side, even though his source origins. Unlike Fiflaron, who gets a lot of crap, even though he's really, really good. Smoke and flashes are going to come out, completely take him out by surprise. But Get Right's going to take down one before Zonix takes down Karrigan. That was bad, as this push is looking doomed, as it's now all going to be down to Aprox. And Aprox has got the bomb in hand, but he's not on the bomb site, he's up against 4. And Fiflaron is going to take him down, making it 5-3 in favour of NiP. And that was kind of bad, especially Zonix getting that friendly fire. If you're going to think you might even hit your teammates, you stop shooting, because the worst things you can do is get a friendly fire, because it wipes out all your money. And I think because of that, yes, they're going to be forced to eco. Even though several of them have 8k, they just don't have enough money to fully buy out. On the other hand, Mouz Sports are doing rather well for themselves at the moment. As in, even though they're behind, 5-3 isn't a bad score to have on the T side of Inferno. So we see Aprox, they're rushing up, and Aprox is going for the headshots, but he isn't going to manage to hit it. But Trouble is going to get one himself, he's going to get 2! It's going to be up to Exist to manage to get a headshot with that P2000. And the bomb has gone down on mid. But what's going to happen here? As in fact, we're going to switch over to Trouble, as he's the one with the weapon, and he's the one who's going to have to do all the damage on the Mouz Sports side. And they're going to have to try and get this weapon back at some point. However, that is a good smoke, as he's going to throw the flash to stop the flank, and he's going for the frags. A few more flashes coming out, but they have managed to pick up the bomb with Nuki having it in hand. And a little bit of damage going out to Get Right, but Trouble taking a bit himself. And It's going to be so much. Get Right does take down Nuki before he can get the bomb down, but Get Right's on only 9 HP. But the time is ticking down, there's only 25 seconds left, and Freiberg is going to take down Troubly, but Zonix gets one of his own. And so we're going to switch over to Zonix, who has the 1 versus 2 to do. He will be able to pick up a weapon here, but he switched at the wrong moment. Get Right was just in the right position. And that is now going to be 6-3 with Ninja Pyjamas now taking a more demanding lead in this game. Ooh, 30 viewers. So this is going to be 6-3 in favour of NiP, and really, NiP are showing their dominance in their aiming mostly, although the strategies of Mouz have been rather good, apart from that single B push that lost them that 7th round. And you see Prox is just rushing up, and he's going to take down Fifth but Freiberg is going to be there to cover him. And it's now going to be a 4 versus 4 situation, with the advantage slightly in NiP's favour, due to Nuki having taken a little bit of damage there. And that was rather interesting coming out from Prox, who is Mousesport's actually top player, going 10-9 at the moment, which is rather impressive when you're going up against a team like NiP. Then NiP showing, Forest there showing a little bit of interesting flashes. And we have Troubly. It does look like they're deciding to go for a full-out A push, as they've got mostly control of apartments. Yep, they've got full control of apartments, full control of mid. And so we have Forest and Get Right who are going to be the ones defending this A bomb site. It's going to be up to them to, if not defend it completely, get a few trade kills. As we have Zonix, does get the instant headshot onto Get Right, and that was nice. As that is now going to be their cue to rush out onto the A bomb site. And it's going to be up to Forest, who gets the first one onto Carrigan, but Troubly quickly follows up. And this is now a 3 versus 2 situation, with that initial headshot coming out from Troubly really setting up Mousesports into a good position. As they got the bomb down, it's going to be up to Exist and Freiberg to bring this back. So see, none of the terrorists are in sight. However, they are guessing, and they're going to be guessing wrong, and the bomb is ticking down, and every moment they're waiting is 1 moment too long. As Troubly takes down Freiberg, and it's going to be all down to Exist, who looks like he's just going to be running away. And there's a little bit of messy spray there, as Troubly is going to take down the last NiP player, and that is going to be 6-4, with Mousesports just looking like it was getting out of their grasp, bringing it back. And I don't know what Mousesports have done recently, but they're playing a lot better. Their individual play, apart from Nuki, who's currently 1-8, and really if Nuki can pull himself together against this quality of players, really Mousesports will be in a better position. But especially Prox and Troubly have really been having some good individual shots coming out from them. And their overall strategy has been less, as Forest gets the first frag and gets the second. Where's Forest? As he does now have an AK in hand, and this was actually a partial buy coming out from NiP. And it has worked out mostly for them, as Forest managed to get those 2 frags, giving him 1800 monies and 2 kills. However, they are going to be rushing up B, and Freiberg and Get Right are in a good position, and he gets the first frag, taking it down to Prox, making it a 2 versus 5 situation. Make that a 1 versus 5, and can Zonix do it? Zonix has got some good frags this game, but that is not going to be one of them, as Forest manages to get a nice 4-piece for himself. Well, NiP is just good at everything. But either way, this is going to be 7-4, with this being far closer than anyone would have thought of. I'd have thought this would be 7-4 as in 16-4 as an end result, not 7-4 when we're still on the T when we're still on Mousesports on the T side. And so it is going to be an eco round coming out, and Exis is going to beat down Nuki there. And things have just not been going well for Nuki, and the Prox is the only one to score any frags this round, with Fiflaren, Get Right, and Exist all being the one to get the frags of their own. This is now going to be 8-4 in favour of Ninjas in Pyjamas, but if Mousesports can pick up 1 or 2 more rounds, they would be in a rather good position to win this entire game, which is crazy to say, I know. As obviously, those of you who don't know, NiP is currently 10-0 in the ESEA Invitational, being the only team to have lost no games. On the other hand, we have Mouse Sports, who are, I think, 2-6, and are basically out of the 2-6 or 2-7, something like that. Who are basically out of the concept of being able to win this competition. But Prox is going to get the first frag to get right, but Fragberg is going to get the revenge, and it's now going to be a 4 versus 4 situation. The grenade is going to come out, but it's only going to slightly tickle, probably. But those bullets are going to do a little bit more tickling onto Carrigan. Please note, do not try tickling people with bullets at home. I do not accept the responsibility. As it does look like the Mouse are not deciding where they're going to go yet, but we do see that NiP have complete control of Banana. As it looks like they're trying to rotate over, but Freiburg's going to take down Nuki. And it's now a 3 versus 4, but Zonix is going to beat Freiburg. And now it's going to be all up to Exist as they're rushing up B bomb site at Banana. As Exist takes down Zonix, who didn't have his weapon drawn, and that was a little bit sloppy by him. As we see Carrigan's going up mid, and he looks the wrong direction as Fiflaren takes him out, leaving it all up to Troubley, who will get taken down by Fiflaren himself. But that will now be 9-4, with Ninja's Pyjamas taking a solid lead at the moment. And this will be interesting to see, because Mouse don't have enough money to buy up, so they're going to be another eco round. But after this, if they can get the last round, of this half, they'll be in a very good position to take this round back. Because again, this is a CT-sided map, and going 10-5 is not that uncommon. Obviously, again, this is NiP, and NiP are always in the favourite. They could be on the terrorist side of this map, and it's 15-0 down, and they'd still be the favourite to win the game. I don't have any ESEA codes at the moment, because there isn't a lot of games going on. I will be giving one out at some point in the future, but I will be giving out a Dota 2 key. As we have Exist takes down Aprox and takes down Carrigan. He finally gets taken down by Troubley, but not much is happening right now. As the flash goes out, but that's going to be a little bit too late. And that anti-ego round was just perfect by NiP. And that now is 10-4 in favour of Ninjas in Pyjamas. As we are on 33 viewers at the moment, which isn't too bad. Especially as this is against Mouse Sports, not one of the most popular teams in the world, and I forgot to advertise this stream. Mostly because I was busy watching football. As Zonix takes down Fiflaren, making it a 5 versus 4 situation, but the smoke has gone down mid, and that's a good smoke, shutting off any kind of aggression caused by Fiflaren's death. On the other hand, it does look like they're just going to be waiting for that smoke to dissipate. And that smoke hurts the chances of any kind of attack so badly. And instead, because of that smoke, they're going to be going up through to B. Or not. However, they do seem a little stacked up onto B, but they don't want to be putting themselves into a situation which they can't rotate out of. As the grenades are going down. And what is that going to spark out of NiP? Nothing. They all hold their positions in this 4 versus 5 situation. And this is it isn't quite a must-win round for Mouse Sports, but if Mouse Sports can win this round, they'll put themselves in a very good position. Meantime, they are creeping up Banana, and it looks like that's where they're going to be going. So it's going to be all up to Freiburg and Get Right, as Forrest takes down Troubley, who was trying to do a little bit of a flank into A. And Get Right's going to be there. Can he get the right shots? No, he can't, as the Prox is going to take him down. And Nuki takes down Freiburg. It's now going to be a 2 versus 4 situation. Can Mouse Sports get this last frag? Forrest is spamming through his smoke, trying to get it, but it's all going to be down to Forrest. Let's switch over to him, see if he can manage to make this 1 versus 4 clutch happen, and this ace. It would not be the first time Forrest has done such awesomeness. But he's only on 64 HP, and they know exactly where he is, and the bomb is down. As we can hear that little bit of ticking in the background. And this is the last round, so there's not going to be any saves, and Aprox is going to take him down, getting his second frag of the round, and that was a rather good round coming out from Mouse Sports. As we see, it has mostly been Aprox and Troubley who was doing most of the work for the German side, as again the GOTV server lags a little bit. Sadly, there's nothing I can do about that. But either way, this is going to be 5 to 10 in favour of NiP, but Mousesports are now on the easier CT side, and NiP has always been classically strong on the CT side of maps. As in whether it's CT Dust, CT Nuke, CT Inferno, CT really seems to be where NiP strives. So the fact that Mousesports managed to bring back 5 rounds against them is rather impressive on their accord. However, now they have to do the impossible and defend against NiP. And if they can defend against NiP, and they do manage to bring it back, it would be an absolutely amazing, upset. Heck, even if Mousesports can bring it to an 8 to 16 or 10 to 16 kind of finish, that would be a rather good result for them. A Mousesports side who recently just haven't had much to be happy about. But either way, this is going to be 5 to 10 in favour of NiP, as we do see how Mouse are going to be setting up. And they're going very aggressive but through to mid, as the grenade is going to take down those B pressure. And we do see it from a lot of teams, pressurers. As we do see from a lot of teams where they throw those early grenades to stop any kind of B push. Meanwhile, it's going to be Carrigan, who takes down Freiburg. He's going for a second and third, but he doesn't manage to get much damage out. And it's now going to be a 4 versus 5 situation, but Exis takes down Zonix, who's trying to go for the flank. And that was a nice shot, as Get Right is going to take down Carrigan himself, and now make it a 3 versus 4 situation, where now Mouse is the one in trouble. And it looks like the NiP have decided that the B is the best place to attack, and they are going to be right. It's going to be up to Aprox. However, Aprox has been Mousesports' star player so far. As the flash comes out, slowing down that push a little bit. And there's only 43 seconds left, but they're going to have plenty of time to get this bomb plant down, if they can just take out Aprox. But we do see Nuki has realised that this is happening, and he's swinging around as well, as he's spamming through the smoke. And he's going to get flashed, and it's going to be up to Aprox. But Forrest is going to take him down. It's now going to be a 2 versus 4 situation, as Fiflauer is going to shoot him down through the smoke as well. And that was lovely. It's going to be all up to Troubley. He's got the P250 in hand, and can he get P250 kills? No, he can't, as Forrest is going to get his second of the round, making it 5 to 11 with the Ninjas and Pyjamas. And that might be a good game at the moment, as Ninjas and Pyjamas are probably going to get 2 more rounds after that pistol round, making it 13 to 5. Obviously, Mousesports have shown a rather good account of themselves on the terrorist side of this map. And we never know, they may be able to bring it back. We do want a close game, as that's what we all love and cherish. As again, we see the pistols coming out from the Mousesports side, as Aprox is going to be the one to get the first kill. He's going to take down Freiburg there, and did he manage to pick up the weapon? No. But either way, getting that first kill on an eco round can mean the difference between having a really good eco round and just losing 5-0. On the other hand, the NiP are managed to push all the way up through to Banana, leaving only Zonix there to somehow defend. And it looks like the NiP have recognised that this is a weak positioning of Mouse, but Nuki is there. Can Nuki redeem himself for his bad CT side? No, he can't. As Fiflauer is going to take him down, and Exis is going to take down Zonix. It's now been made into a 3 versus 4 situation. Get Right gets shot in the head, and can Troubley? Yes, he can. He can take down Fiflauer, making it a 3 versus 3. And both Get Right and Exis are on low health. Anything is possible, as especially Forrest only has an SMG in hand. However, that AK of Exis may be dangerous, as he's going to dodge a flash, but it's not going to be enough. As Get Right dodges all the bullets, and it's now going to be a 2 versus 3. And Forrest is here with the SMG, and this could be dangerous, as he takes down one. He's going for the second. Yes, he can hit it. And that is going to be 12 to 5 in favour of NiP. However, again, that wasn't a bad eco round coming out from the Mousesports side. Mousesports don't seem to be very good at pistol rounds, but their eco rounds aren't that bad. On the other hand, this is going to be another eco round coming out from the Mousesports side, as they just don't have enough money to buy up yet, with NiP starting to accrue that monetary bonus. And let's see if Mousesports can manage to make anything happen here. As it does look like the NiP are again going up B, but Aprox gets one headshot, and that was nice onto Freiburg, making it a very fast 5 versus 4 situation. The bullets are coming out, but Aprox has smartly pulled back. That's what you see a lot from a lot of the weaker teams and from a lot of the weaker players, where they'll rush out, they'll get the one awesome kill, and then they'll think they're invincible and try and like get 20 more. However, Get Right is going to take down Carrigan, and it looks like now they're going for an A push instead. There's only Troubly there. Zonix is going to get one as well. And it's now a 4 versus 3 situation. With the 3 remaining members of NiP, it looks like they want to go for... I'm not sure where they're going. It's either going to be A through Connector, as Get Right's going to get... Well, Nuki takes down Get Right with a brilliant first headshot, and then Get Right misses all his shots. It's now going to be a 2 versus 4. And did Nuki manage to pick up that weapon? I don't know. As they still all have P250s in hand, and the time is running out. They are basically committed to this A-bomb site push right now. As there's only 23 seconds left. And can the 4 versus 2 make it? Can these 2 NiP players with the AK-47s clutch this? And Troubly may be in a good position if he doesn't get spotted. As the bomb plant is going to go down. And the bomb is going to go down as Exis managed to correctly cover. But this is still anyone's game, as it's now still a 3 versus 2 situation with Forrest on very low HP. And just 1 or 2 shots from a pistol will take him down, irregardless of where they hit. He's going for those headshots, but Exis is going to cripple Zonix there, the only one with a weapon. Oh no, Aprox has a weapon. As Forrest is going to finish him off, but it's going to be a 1 versus 1. Can Forrest manage to clutch it? No, he can't! But is he going to have the time to defuse? No, he isn't! But that was a rather good round coming out from Mousesports. The Aprox picking up 3 kills of his own, managed to grab a weapon of his own. And that is going to be 13 to 5, but Mousesports are showing some very good play. Let's have a quick check. And we're still on 33 viewers. But either way, I don't care, as the 33 of you are obviously enjoying what I'm doing. As this is going to be round number 19 in this game between Mousesports and NiP. And the server starts to lag again. Yay. However, the server has 347 viewers in it. That's pretty good for a GOTV server. On the other hand, Mousesports now are full weapons, and NiP are looking to do a very heavy A push here. As Forrest is walking down through out of apartments, and Freiberg is going to get the first one, and Carrigan's going to get the second, but Exis is looking to equal things out more, making it a 3 versus 4 situation. And Get Right is there, being spammed up, but the one in pit is in so much trouble right now. Troubly is going to take him down, but Freiberg is going to bring it back, making it a 2 versus... Make that a 1 versus 2 situation. It's going to be all up to Flaren, sometimes considered the weaker team, as the grenade is going to take down Zonix, making it a 1 versus 1. And that Aprox did some very bad shooting there. That spray should have been better. But either way, that is going to be 14 to 5, and considering the monetary situation of Mouse, that could be a good game. Which is rather a shame, because Mouse has shown us some good play here. It's just NiP has been better. And so, if we have a look at how things have been going, we do see NiP are going very heavy up B, and with those pistols in hand, it's going to be up to Zonix and Aprox to defend this. On the other hand, Troubly's been kind of aggressive. He's going for those headshots. He does a little bit of damage, but takes a lot himself. And Zonix was being a little bit too aggressively there. As Flaren's also going to get one, and this is very quickly looking like to be the put them on the match point for NiP. As we see Aprox. Exis is going to take down Nuki. He's going to take down Aprox, and that's now all going to be down to Troubly, who's sitting on 25 HP and very little hope to clutch this round.
Bomb has been planted.
And it looks like he's just been going to be going for some exit frags, but I'm not sure what he wants to be doing, as he's just right now sat here with 24 HP, but there's no reason for him to really save, as he's not even going to go for a bomb plant, but he has to at least try to get some kills, as he misses his shots, and that is going to be a rather pointless waste of time there. As that is going to be 5-15 with NiP now on 10 match points. And realistically, Mouzsports is not going to be able to do this. And so, it looks like we may be heading into a 16-5, a very dominating victory for NiP. And so, with the guns in hand, it does look like NiP are again going for the more default positioning. We're 2 on, with Freiburg actually being rather aggressive onto B. Let's switch over to him. See if he can manage to make anything happen over here. As the grenades are going to do a little bit of damage to him. But it is mostly going to be a fake where they're going to be going for A. And I'm not sure who threw that smoke, but it's a good smoke for either team. For Mouz if they want to stop that B push, and for Azexis is going to get taken down to 9 HP, but he is going to take down Karrigan. And so this is now a 5 versus 4 situation, but Troubley is going to finish him off. As the smoke's going to come out and they're still pushing up through A, but the rest of Mouz have rotated over, apart from Zonix. As Getright is going to take down Troubley, and now it's going to be left the last 3 players of Mouzsports. Aprox, Nuki, and Zonix, as Aprox equals it out to a 3 versus 3 situation. As Vivlarin responds. And this really is just both sides. Never seen that flash done before. But either way, it is now going to be a 2 versus 3. And in fact, I'm going to switch over to Aprox, the star player from Mouzsports, who needs to make it all happen, but he's going to get taken down. It's going to be all down to Zonix, who's already managed to get 1, but can he do the 1 versus 2? No, he can't. And the game is going to end there. 16-5.